In this episode, the new Ford Raptor R, Corvette Z06 pricing has been released, and the new Hyundai N Vision 74. Welcome to episode 92 of the We Are Auto Show. What's up, Derek?
Mr. Michael Rowell, is anything new with you?
My car's back in the shop. This time it's for fixing the bumped bumper.
Oh, okay.
Which means, while it's getting mended, the insurance companies have given us a rental car.
Ooh.
Which means I am now driving the fastest car in the world.
What?
It's an Elantra.
Oh.
Because who gives a shit about it? Which means your foot flat to the floor, handbrake turns everywhere you go. It's the fastest thing in the world because it's not mine.
You can drive it like the fastest car in the world.
Oh my God, yes.
Fantastic.
I don't care about the car, so I'm going to go through every corner at 3 million miles an hour, and I'm going to rev the engine to the rev limiter every single time. I put it in sport, and it's the most pathetic sport I've ever felt. It's like throttle response is just mush.
Perfect.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Is it a CVT?
I don't know if it's a CVT or a straight auto, but it's just miserable.
Okay.
It's the most miserable thing in the world.
Oof.
Yes, Hyundai, well done with your Elantra. It is absolute shit.
Have you taken it on gravel yet?
Not yet, but the plans are in place.
All right.
I will be Colin McRae by the next episode.
Perfect. So that's ideal for that car.
Oh, of course. Sideways everywhere I go.
Perfect.
But shall we get into some news?
Let's do it.
All right. So I've got some news that I've been eagerly waiting. It's about a Ford Raptor.
Mm-hmm.
So you know I like trucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know I like things that go fast and make loud noises. So the current Raptor is a V6, and it makes a noise.
Yeah.
It's not a good noise. It's just a noise. But what if I told you it could make a good noise soon?
Okay.
The V8 Raptor. So a while ago, when the Raptor was originally released, it was a V8. And they did a 6.2 liter version of it at one point. Then they got rid of it because they wanted this twin turbo V6 EcoBoost efficient turbocharged torquey thing, which is what they have now.
Shenanigans in your
Yes. And then Dodge said, okay, well, we're going to put a great big giant supercharged V8 into a Ram. And Ford said, okay, well then I see your TRX and I one-up you with the Raptor R.
Oh.
So we are now in a dick measuring contest between Ford and Dodge.
Okay.
The Raptor R is officially revealed and released in numbers and all of the things, and I am so freaking excited. It is my new favorite truck.
You have been hyping this truck up for a long time.
Dude, I'm so stoked. This is the TRX killer. I am so freaking excited for this thing. I can't even contain it.
Explain to me why this is the TRX.
Because it's amazing.
Okay.
Because it looks the business. It looks incredible. The TRX had a lot of performance, but it was just kind of like putting lipstick on a pig, right? It was still a pig. The Raptor, on the other hand, that has a lot more race engineering in it.
It does have
and
that.
It's just, God, look at the thing. God, it's just so good. It's just so good. But why I've been hyping it is because I've been so annoyed with the current Raptors that have just been that V6 twin turbo that just sound horrible and they don't tow quite as well. So this has the 5.2 liter supercharged V8, this Raptor R, the 5.2 liter supercharged V8 out of a Mustang Shelby GT500. Yes, it's the Predator engine, which is what they call it. It is amazing.
Man, they went for the Raptor, the Predator.
Yes.
It's the T-Rex.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, it makes 700 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque.
Wow.
I want a 700 horsepower truck. I just do.
Wow. That's a lot.
It's amazing.
Jeez.
So they took that 5.2 liter supercharged V8 out of the Shelby GT500. They did a little bit of retuning and detuning. So it makes a little more power in the Mustang, and they kind of unpowered it a little bit for the Raptor R, but that's fine because if you compare it to the twin-turbo V6 that's in the current Raptor, the twin-turbo V6 in the current Raptor makes 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. So you've got almost 300, so 250 more horsepower.
That's a significant difference.
Significant difference, and 130 more torques.
Yeah,
Significant difference.
Yeah.
And it really hasn't gained a lot of weight.
Ooh.
So they got more cylinders, more power, and really didn't gain a whole lot of weight over the standard Raptor.
Great.
Yes! So, yeah, a couple other things. It does come stock with 37-inch tires versus 35s, which is incredible from an off-road standpoint. They did upgrade some other performance bits, like some suspension tuning and things like that. And also, the automatic transmission is the same transmission in the regular Raptor, but they did throw in an upgraded torque converter, and they kind of recalibrated the 10-speed to be kind of sharper and harder and just more Raptor-y.
Fantastic.
Goddamn, I love it so much. Goddamn, I love it so much.
I think this is an awesome truck.
It is.
Do you think if somebody's going to do this, but when they side by side the TRX and the Raptor, do you think that this wins?
Yes, and I'm gonna actually give you some numbers here.
Okay.
So I was doing some comparison notes here. So I got notes written out. So the TRX is what this is trying to beat. It's trying to beat the TRX. That's its benchmark, right? So let me give you some numbers. The Raptor R has 700 horsepower. The TRX has 702, so it does have 2 more horsepowers. The Raptor R has 640 torques, and the TRX has 650, so it has 10 more torques.
Wow.
The Raptor R, here's the big advantage, is 6,050 pounds, whereas the TRX is over 6,800 pounds, way closer to 7,000 pounds.
Wow.
So 800 plus pound difference,
Yeah.
right? 750, 800 pound difference.
That means things.
You're going to feel that.
Yep.
0 to 60 in the Raptor R is, and I can scarcely believe I'm about to say this about a 6,000 pound truck, 3.8 seconds.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah. Holy shit.
3.8 seconds?
A sub 0 to 60 sub 4 second 0 to 60 time in a 6,000 pound truck.
And it's an ICE engine. It's not an EV.
Correct.
Whoa.
I love everything about that.
That's
the
crazy.
TRX is no slouch. It's 4.5 seconds to 60. So that's still faster than most sports cars
Right.
by a considerable margin, right? But either way, the Raptor R does beat it out, and I believe that is mostly due to its lightenedness compared to the TRX. And then also, in terms of towing, the Raptor R can tow 8,700 pounds, and the TRX can tow 8,100 pounds. So that gives you a 600 plus or minus pound difference in towing capacity
Okay.
on the upside for the Raptor.
Okay.
Now, price. Here's where it gets a little funky. So the Raptor R, you buy it, the price they quote you is already optioned out. So the only other options you can add are like, I don't know, maybe like a panoramic roof and like one other little thing. But the TRX, the price is a base price with no options. So initially when you look at them, you think, why would I ever buy the Raptor R? The TRX is so much cheaper. But for comparable specs, it's actually not far off, right? So the price for the Raptor R is $109,145, so $110,000. Now the base price for the regular TRX is just under 80 grand. So again, if you're only looking at base price versus the base price of the Raptor R, you're going to go, well, why the hell would I buy this? But if you actually start making the TRX livable, you get close to $100,000 to $105,000 anyway. So at that point, you're within a swing of 5 to 10 grand in terms of comparables. And I think the Ford looks $5,000 to $10,000 better than the TRX.
I would have to agree. Yeah.
So the argument is always, well, look at the price. The price is so much more expensive. Yeah, it's more expensive because they don't offer it without options. You buy it optioned or you don't buy it. And the TRX, you can buy it as a base truck, sure. But again, the amount of people that are going to do that are, I don't know, I count them on one hand. Like 1, 2, 3, I think, right? So, the price is kind of irrelevant.
Yeah. Huh. I've actually heard rumors at work that Ford and a couple other manufacturers are going to start shifting away from the whole you option the vehicle out before it gets built for the ease of manufacturing, and instead just build them all and then have the dealer option them out after the fact.
Got it.
Yeah.
So if you're getting a Raptor R or a TRX, which one do you get?
Raptor R.
Same. By a huge margin. And goddamn, it's so sexy.
Yeah, I think it looks great. The numbers look good. I can't tell you off the top of my head livability wise if it's as good as the TRX. I would imagine it's close. Yeah.
Probably better livability.
Yeah.
A long time ago, we did a if you could give yourself a dream 2-car solution, and I said a TRX and a GT3, Raptor R and a GT3.
You change it?
Swap the TRX for Raptor R.
Does Chevy have a comparable to this?
No, they have a comparable to the standard Raptor, but not the Raptor R or the TRX.
What would that be?
I don't remember. We talked about it a while ago. The Silverado ZR2?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Let me quickly look it up.
But it's basically not as spicy as these two.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
I wonder if they're going to try to get in that game or not.
I don't think they are because they sunk so much money into the Lightning, or not the Lightning, their EV.
Yeah, their Ultium platform. Right.
I am in love with this car. This truck. Pardon me. It's not a car. It's a truck. Brother!
Super cool.
Yes. But shall we move on to some more great big V8s?
Let's do it.
So you and I had the chance to drive a C8 a while ago. Remember that?
Yep.
And it was a Stingray. But now the specs and pricing for the Z06 have been released.
Ooh,
baby.
This should be another spicy one.
Yeah. This is just the episode of the V8. I'm a fan. But the 2023 C8 Z06, it's actually going to start at $106,000 and change. So let me give you a quick comparison. The 1LZ trim is kind of their lowest of the Z06 trims. That's $40,000 more than the base C8 Stingray.
Okay. So
if we compare things to the Porsche world where my brain lives, that makes sense.
$40,000 difference.
40. I'm honestly 42 on $80,000 is fine. If you think base Carrera to a GT3 RS, right? I'm with it. Yep, all good there, right? Okay. Then if you go to the, let's see, the next trim is the 2LZ, and that's $116 for the 2LZ trim for the Z06.
Okay.
And then if you want the 3LZ, I bet you didn't know that was coming.
Nope.
That's a little over $120. So the 1LZ trim is right about in line with the base 911.
Yes.
I am a Porsche nerd. It's more performance than the base 911.
The Corvette.
It's a hell of a lot more car, in my opinion, in numbers, than a 911.
Now, the Corvette has always been that.
It has.
And it has to live up to that, right? That's been its shtick for a while. For the price that you're paying, you are getting the best performance that you can.
Yeah, real quick.
That's been its thing.
Let me just pause for a second because let me give you this horsepower for the Z06.
Okay.
I don't know if I actually mentioned that. So in the Z06, they give you a 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8 that develops 680 horsepower.
680.
So, going back to the conversation, 1LZ base Z06 trim versus base 911. You're right. That's been the Corvette, the Z06's kind of thing, right?
Forever.
Yeah.
And it's been great at it. And it seems like this is more of that. Do you know off the top of your head what the Porsche would be for performance numbers? And I'm assuming that the Porsche is right around that price, about 100K.
I will find that. Give me just a minute.
Okay. In the meantime, this really makes me question what's coming next for Corvette, because they are up in the high-ish price market, right? 100,000 to 120,000. Does the ZR1 then become 160, 170? Are we talking big time? Are we going to touch the 200,000 mark? I kind of doubt it.
With dealer markup,
That,
yes.
yeah. I feel like that's a bit of a different story, though.
It
Because
is very
we've
much a
seen
different story.
outrageous dealer markups for this Corvette right now.
Mhm.
And even the normal Corvette, when it originally came out, had outrageous dealer markups.
Yeah, so you ready for the base 911 specs?
Bland 911.
The basest 911 you can get.
Yes.
379 horsepower.
Whoa.
Versus, what is this? What did I say? 600
It was
and how much? 680?
Yeah.
That's over double.
Whoa.
But the 911 can handle less power. Its 0 to 60 is 3.2 seconds out of that little amount of horsepower. So it puts that little amount of power down.
Right.
It is a twin turbo flat 6 versus the big flat plane crank V8.
Right.
It does have not nearly as many torques. It's only 330 torques.
It's just light. Well, I don't know if it's lighter. That's interesting.
3,300 pounds.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah.
Overall, I like this from what Corvette is doing.
And the price is, I mean, the basest 911 price is 98 grand. Well, call it 100 grand, right? And then you start going 106 if you make it livable, right? So at that point, you're comparing to a base 911 to a 1LZ Z06.
So if you had 100K right now, what do you buy? And you have to choose.
And it has to be a new car.
It has to be between what the base 911 or this.
That's such a bad question for me. That's such a
I think you're boxed into a corner.
I am, as the Porsche purist, I have to say 911, but
Get your jeans shorts.
I am leaning Z06.
Although I don't think that this is a jean shorts car.
It will be.
Are you sure?
Every Corvette is a jean shorts car. There's never not been a jean shorts Corvette.
Do you wear jean shorts in a ZR1?
Yes. Yes, you do. Yes.
Like an old one, I would say yes. But a new one, I don't think you do. Is this a Corvette?
God damn it, you're going to ask that question again, aren't you? I
think my point's been made.
No, it's not a Corvette. To answer your question, yeah, I would take the
American Muscle.
Z06. Oh, God, I just said it. No, I said it.
All right.
I think I would, because it's double the amount of horsepower. It's double.
It's not going to handle as well. It's not going to be as well built, but it's double the horsepower.
It's double the horsepower.
Yeah. You can't pass that up.
I can't look past that.
Is there another vehicle you can think of that would put good competition to this for price, for performance?
Honestly, no.
I think you're right.
But again, this goes back to realistically, will you be able to buy one at 106 grand?
No.
Correct.
No.
I'd love to know what the dealer markups are going to be.
I think that the backup for this car is already years long.
Yeah.
The back order list. And I'm sure the dealer markups will be north of 30K.
If you're watching
At
on
least.
YouTube, or if you're listening on audio, if you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment. Let us know what has your dealer told you for your markup is going to be. I'd be curious to know. If you're listening on audio, send us a message on social, whether that's Facebook or Instagram or all that. Send us a message, drop a comment. Let us know what have you heard from your dealer about potential dealer markups. I have a sneaky suspicion that it's going to be 100K over.
Whoa.
I am worried it's going to be 50 to 100 grand over, which means I now don't think I'd buy it.
Right. So if you could get it at the base price, you'd get it. But Porsche's not going to do that to you. They'll mark it up.
Yeah, they are.
But not. Will they? 100K?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, Jesus,
God.
dude. Oh,
G-
my
I saw a
goodness.
GT3 Touring for $360,000. It's like 150,000 over sticker.
Oh, my gosh.
Stupid. But I digress. Either way, every dealer is doing this
Yeah.
markup crap. But let us know what you think. I'm curious to what you think about the new Z06.
Would you buy a Z06 or a base 911?
Correct. Let us know.
Let us know.
But I will say, I do like the look of the new Z06 way more than C8, the standard C8.
We saw it at Sebring. It did look good.
Yes.
Looked good.
But shall we move on?
Let's do it.
Okay. What else you got?
There is some interesting news
Okay.
that came out of Hyundai. Now, I believe that last time,
I was just talking shit about Hyundai.
we were talking about N Day.
Yes.
Right?
N Day.
There is an N Day coming up. And this was Hyundai's day to reveal some winged sports car.
Some N-ness.
Right, because they had it under a cover.
They did.
And I believe that they did reveal the Ioniq 6, or which one was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, they didn't call it that. Let me see what it's like, the RNSE 22 squared N thing. I don't freaking know.
Anyway, while you look that up, they also revealed the Hyundai N Vision 74, which is kind of a mouthful, but it looks really cool. Have you seen this car?
I have.
What do you think?
Okay. I love it.
I kind of do too.
Oh my God. It's like, all right. It looks like the bastard love child of a DeLorean, a 280Z, and like an RX-7 or something.
It is a
I
combination.
swear to God. It's like 90s retro blocky DeLorean, just all. I don't know why, but it's hitting a lot of these weird feels inside of me. It's conjuring up these memories of like going to Blockbuster and looking through whatever videos they had. It's just bringing that feel, and I remember like I'm liking it. It's like
It looks really cool.
I kind of really like it.
I kind of do too.
It's like, I think I know what it looks like. It looks like a DeLorean, a 280Z, and a Toyota AE86.
Yeah.
All morphed into a Korean thing.
Made by Hyundai.
Yeah.
Of all of them.
What a thing.
So I believe that this is a concept car that they're making. I don't know if any of these are going to be produced yet. Also, I don't think we have a price for them.
No.
But this is a very interesting concept. It says that this is a high-performance hydrogen fuel cell-powered EV.
Right. That. Yeah.
Whoa.
What? I'm trying to track that. A performance.
High-performance
High-performance.
hydrogen fuel cell
Hydrogen fuel.
powered. Hydrogen fuel cell powered EV.
Okay.
They think this is meant to bridge the gap between EV, full electric, where you just have batteries and electric motors, and the liquid fuel range. The liquid fuel in this case being liquid hydrogen.
Okay. I see where they're going.
I see kind of where they're going.
I'm kind of glad that they're doing that, because just a straight EV is like a death wish, because it's just so boring.
How many hydrogen fuel cell cars are there on the road?
How many are there currently on the road?
Yes.
Probably not a lot.
I can think of one.
Is it the Honda?
The Toyota Mirai.
That's what it is, the Toyota.
I can think of one. Have you ever seen one?
No.
Okay. I think I've made my point.
Okay.
I feel that this is a concept for them to play with hydrogen, come out with a cool retro car to get a little bit of press, which they did a good job on that.
Yeah.
But I wish that this was full EV, because the hydrogen is probably going to kill this car.
I wish that this car had like a Nissan RB20 in it.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be fantastic. Let me quickly, we'll pull up a little website here. This is the number of hydrogen fueling stations in the United States. Okay. There's one
Wow.
up in Canada.
Looks like Iowa has a ton of them.
There are none in the U.S. Well, I shouldn't say the middle of the U.S. None in the eastern seaboard. There's one way up in Washington. I think
Nope,
those are in
that's
Canada.
not Washington. That's Vancouver Island. Those are all Canada.
And then California.
Wow.
So if this were to actually become a thing, the only place you could drive this car is California. If you bought this in Florida, the place to fuel it up, the closest place would be in California.
Honey, I'm going to get some fuel. I'll be back in 3 weeks.
With that point made, I think it's a fantastic proof of technology.
I kind of agree.
Just wish it wasn't hydrogen, because it's silly for them to... All the hydrogen is doing in this car is doing electrolysis, which means you take the oxygen out of the atmosphere, you combine it with the hydrogen, which turns into water, and then you use that combination of water to move the electric motors with a battery in between. So you're using electrolysis to charge the battery, then you have the electric motors, which are pushing the car forward. It seems silly to have a middleman of a liquid hydrogen bottle and electrolysis and all that stuff when you could just go straight from the battery with electricity, which you can get at a charging station, and put it in the motor.
I wonder, because I feel like other manufacturers are playing with hydrogen.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they know something we don't.
I don't know. The big problem with hydrogen is going to be the infrastructure. Unless you snap your fingers.
Again, do they know something we don't know?
I hope that they do, because it seems silly to me. We already have some EV chargers everywhere, but there's no hydrogen fueling stations, as I just showed, anywhere near us. Like anywhere in the U.S. And it's cost prohibitive to produce the liquid hydrogen, ship it around the country in diesel trucks, then to put it into your car and turn it into water, just to charge an electric battery, which you could charge with an EV charger.
I just wish they could make it run on actual water.
Yeah.
Like not hydro, but water.
That'd be cool, but you need energy to do that.
Well, yes, but I'm just saying.
You need energy to split the... Anyway, it's not that simple. But let's talk about a couple...
Run.
Let's talk about a couple interesting things, okay? So this is a dual rear electric motor. It's a hydrogen fuel cell, and it will give it 580 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque.
Oh, that's spicy.
Good performance, right? I know that it will charge, I think, at a rate of, they said, 800 volts when you charge it, which is kind of interesting.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Tesla superchargers will charge at 480 volts.
Whoa.
So it's like double.
Double, yeah.
Yeah. It has the capability to charge at 800 volts.
If you could find a charger that'll charge at 800 volts.
I don't know that one exists.
So they've... God damn it, Hyundai. You've built a car for a population that can't use it.
It seems to be the case. Yes.
I'm telling you, there's been a lot of news about UFOs, right? And James Webb. They're building a car for another planet. That's what they've done,
boy.
Hyundai. Well done. They know something we don't know. They found life in one of those galaxies.
All right. With 4.2 kilograms of hydrogen, which is not that much, on board you can charge 662 kilowatt hours of battery, which is not bad. A Tesla has, I think, like 200 kilowatt hours or something like that. And Hyundai claims 74 miles of range without the hydrogen. And then if you add the hydrogen and all the other stuff, it can get up to 370 miles.
That's a big jump.
That is a big jump. So you're consuming the hydrogen to charge the batteries to keep the range. Why not just make it either a normal ICE hybrid or full electric? Why hydrogen?
I don't know.
I don't either. It seems silly.
They know something we don't know.
I get it's a proof of concept. Good job. You did it. Now, just make the car. It looks so cool.
It does look cool.
It looks
make
amazing.
it better than the Elantra that I've been driving, because that thing is a shitbox. Please, dear God.
Just build it.
I love the rear diffuser.
Put an internal combustion engine in it or make it full EV, but just build it. It looks amazing.
Put a 6.2 liter Mercedes V8.
Sure. Put a diesel in it. I don't care. Just put something in it that's not hydrogen, because that's not practical for anyone right now.
Right now.
Right. In the next 20 years, it won't be practical.
Hey. dream killer.
I'm being practical. Look,
You're being pessimistic, is what you're
diesel it.
You want to take a step backwards, then? Okay.
Looks awesome.
It does look cool.
I wish they would build it.
If you build it, they will come.
If you build it,
If you build,
guaranteed.
that's their hydrogen plan. I will build it so the hydrogen will come.
Sure.
Does it not work that way?
No.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, apparently that's not going to work. All right.
Just build it because they will buy it. I can guarantee.
I agree. They should build it. It's
Yes.
cool. Well, you got anything else?
I do not.
All right. So that's going to wrap us up episode 92. Thanks so much for watching and listening. If you're watching on YouTube, please do hit a thumbs up and a comment on the video, as well as hitting that subscribe button while you're there. If you're listening on audio, please do leave us a 5-star rating and a review on your platform of choice. While you're at it, don't forget to follow us on social. Facebook is We Are Auto, YouTube is We Are Auto, Instagram is We Are Auto _, and our website is weareauto.io. So again, thanks so much. Catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.